Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Marie and today I'm going to be doing a different kind of video. One of my friends requested that I do a what my favorite products are or things that I bought that I really like. And it's not necessarily Amazon. Like I see a lot of people just like, oh, my Amazon haul. These are things that I've bought over the years. It's not all recent items. I'm going to start with this. It looks really weird. It's a scalp massager and I've used it a lot of times already. It's not coming out super dark on screen. I can see my computer's right there. It's a lot yellower, but the shampoo that I use is medicated and it's green. I use Selsun Blue. So I have seborrheic dermatitis and it's a kind of dandruff that just doesn't go away. So the shampoo that I've been using for years is the only one that kind of works. I've tried all kinds of like tea tree oils or tea tree shampoo and different things like that. And the Head and Shoulders has a version with psyllium in it, which is the ingredient that Selsun Blue has, and it didn't work for me either. So I just, would put shampoo and use my fingers and everything. But this, actually, these little silicone, I don't know what they're called, little like silicone fingers, really get into the scalp well and massage it, and then the shampoo's there. So when I'm using it, I've had it for over a month now, and the amount of dandruff I have is almost gone. I still get a little here and there, but it's not like before when I go to dry my hair where it just looks like it snowed on what I'm wearing. And throughout the day I would go like this because I would be like, oh, I have some. I don't do that anymore. I do get a little flaky, but also my skin gets really dry right here as well. So that's part of the flakes sometimes that I see. Also, I don't know really how to describe it. Unless you have seborrheic dermatitis, you probably don't know what this feels like, but it's like, and it happens kind of here on this side and on this side as well. Not so much down the middle or the back of my scalp, but I'll get these like dry patches and then they'll turn really oily and it feels like really thick skin. And when you look at it, like if you part my hair and you can see it, it's bright red. And when it feels oily, like when I'm washing my hair, I can feel like these patches, or when it's just dry, I can feel it and it feels really, really oily, but it flakes. Even though it's oily, it flakes a lot. And since I've been using this, it hasn't done that. So this is really cool. And it has this little button here on the side. Excuse my lack of manicure. I didn't feel like putting on my press-on nails, but it fits so well in my hand. Just, I don't even have to like grip it. And my thumb is right there. Oh, I have a little, I don't know if you can see the little microphone here. So it's pretty loud. I do have rings on, so it makes it louder. And there's two settings. That one, it buzzes pretty loud, but it doesn't rattle as much unless I like let it go. So I'll start on the side and I go like this up and down and I go all the way through. My hair is pretty short right now, so I can go all the way through so it doesn't get too tangled. But I concentrate on from like here down on each side. And I do the middle and everything. I go around the back. But I do extra here on the side. And really, again, since I've used this over the last month, I haven't had those patches come out. And my dandruff level is down a lot. So I'll link what this is below. There's all kinds of different colors and different manufacturers. This one is VitaGoods. I got it because it was purple and my favorite color is purple. So they come in so many colors. So it's not like one specific company makes them better. I don't know which the name brand one is. I just thought like I kept seeing it on Instagram and I was like, I'm going to try that one day. And I finally got it last month. So that's my first product. This thing, I'll link down below the name and what it is because I can't remember. And I was looking for it through my Amazon list, but I bought it a couple years ago. So I have to go back in my archive of shopping to find it because I think I've had it for like 3 or 4 years. And it is a little tricky to it locks really well, but what you do is you pull it and it comes down and you have to pull it out and then down. So it goes like this and it sits on the table and you can hang your bag here. That way if you're somewhere and it's sticky or you can't leave your bag, you don't want to put it on the floor. I've seen ones where they're like, this looks like a magnet on the back. It's not, it's kind of rubbery, so it holds on the table. I've seen ones where it's like a magnet and the woman's in the bathroom, she kind of just throws her purse against the wall. That's nice, but when you're sitting at a table, when you go out to lunch or dinner and you're at a table, the table's probably not going to be metal, so it's not going to be, what is that word? Magnetic. There we go. The table's probably not going to be magnetic. So this, you know, it just, and it, you just hang your purse and, you know, you can pull it down and it's pretty sturdy. So I like butterflies and it's kind of purple. I have a couple of these and it's sparkly. They come in so many different styles. You don't have to get a sparkly one. They come with round ones with different colors and stuff. But I do have a few of these, so I leave one in the purse that I use on a regular basis, and then I have this little tray where I got this one out of, and when I switch purses, I'll just grab it and throw it in there. So my next thing is this little weird, let me see if it's going to focus. It focused for a second. All right, I saw it focus for a second. So it's by Neutrogena, and what it is, I still get pimples. I'm 41 and I have adult acne. Especially around the time of my period, that's when I get them. The rest of the time, my face is pretty clear. But like today, I have makeup on for filming because it's so bright and everything, you can't really see. But I do have a pimple, I want to say like right there. It's kind of the spot. So I'm not going to really hold it for 2 minutes, but you hold it down and then you can see, and you just hold it onto the spot, like wherever your pimple is. And it turns off automatically and you just hold it there. And I've been using it for a couple days now, and I had my period last week and it shrunk all of my pimples. I think I still have one over here and this one, these two. They're the only ones that are left that are kind of big, but they were pretty big to begin with. The rest of the other little ones are almost completely gone. I think if I do it one more time tonight, I did it yesterday, and then tonight, if I do it when I'm done with this and I clean my face, tomorrow when I wake up, they'll be gone. These two, the one right here, which I don't, yeah, you can't see it, and then the one that's down here, I can feel them, and like if the lighting is right, you can kind of see that it's like a bump. But they're not very big and red or anything. But I got this little thing because I do use like a spot treatment. And I was reading about these and it says that this is like better because the light kills the bacteria or whatever. And they have, so this is just like a single pimple area. Oh, that's so pretty purple glow. I like purple a lot. But you know, it's like, oh, I have a pimple there. And you just hold it for when you have a few pimples. If you have a full face breakout, they have a mask for that. And it's a lot more expensive that I don't know the price, but I'll link it below. It was, I think, under $20. So I'm like, okay, that's kind of a reusable thing. You change the battery out instead of constantly putting chemicals on my face. I still have my little tube, and it's also by Neutrogena, the spot treatment that I use, but I want to try this and keep going with it because so far I do like it. And next month we'll see how things turn out, if I can get rid of my pimples faster, or if it's like, well, it just beeped. So when it beeps, it turns off. So I'll see how it goes, but I do like it. So the next thing is a cable clip, and it's this little, now this is a 3 holder one, and I'll just use the string from the cable from my microphone. So you just, this one I haven't used at all, so it is really, really tight, but it just holds the cable, and it has a little sticky pad on the back that's kind of semi-permanent. I mean, you really want to make sure you're putting it somewhere the little thing just peels off. It's not like the command strips where you're like, oh, I should move it somewhere else, and you just remove the command strip and put it somewhere else. If you put it like on a wall, you're going to peel the paint off, so you got to be kind of careful, but it's great for tables and things like that. I have one next to my bed on the nightstand, so that way when I get up in the morning, the next thing I'm going to show you, I'll just grab it real quick, is this little speaker thing. And I'll explain why it doesn't match. But I'll hook the little speaker thing in there, and then I have this attached to my iPad, and then the cable for my iPad I'll put on this as well, so it doesn't fall under the bed or behind the nightstand. And I was like, you know, at first I didn't want to buy these because I have all these little command hook things, and I thought, well, I could use one of those. But this works so much better. And I got a pack of like 20 of them in different sizes. And I'm not using all of them, but I'm like, okay, I might want to change out. Like, I need more than just 2 by my bed. Maybe I'm going to need 3 or 4. So I'm like, I'm just going to plan ahead. And they were so cheap to buy a pack of like whatever it was. I'll link that below as well because I don't remember how many I got, but it was a variety pack. And they come in all other colors as well. It's not just only black. I got black because downstairs by the couch, which I do have a video for, I can insert that clip. The table's brown, and I put it on the side of the table, and that way when we're sitting there watching TV, I use my laptop. Since my husband's been home, I've been working on the couch a lot, and he's in my office because he does a lot of conference calls all day long. He's always on the phone talking to people, and he's so loud, and I was just like, okay, you should be in here. So I've been the one on the couch with my laptop because it's a laptop. I can pick it up and move it around, and I've been working from there. And this little thing comes in handy because I put the cord for my laptop when I want to get up. I hook the cord in here, and then I have my phone charger, which also charges my iPad, and then I have a PS4 controller because we're gamers. And so the little PS4 thing goes on there as well. And they're just so convenient. You're never like looking for the cord unless you don't hook it on there. It's not like under something, and it just makes things so much better. And then I have one by my bed, and I have one in the office as well for all the little cables that I use in my office. And it doesn't have to be just phone chargers. It could be other, you know, as long as it's not too big, like whatever you can fit in there, whatever type of cable you want. And then you can also put them behind like your TV, and you know, any little cables, like when you have speakers that aren't like Wi-Fi or Bluetooth speakers, and you want to get those cables kind of together. If you're not using one of these little strappy things, which is Velcro, it's kind of like a zip tie, but it's Velcro, and you can just put it around. You just kind of wrap it, and then it'll hold things together. And then you can unwrap it. If you're not using this, you can use one of these. These I love as well. I bought my husband a pack. This one is black, but it came in like a rainbow pack. And they're all pretty much this size. They do come in bigger sizes and bigger widths, but this one was great. I'm still trying to get him to do it on his computer because Glenn, if you're watching, he was the IT guy where we used to work. You would cry. There's just wires everywhere. It's such a mess. So I keep trying to get him to like get his wires together and use a few of these so it looks a little cleaner and nicer. But my husband doesn't care. He's just like, whatever. He's not trying to have an Pinterest, Instagram picture perfect house. And I'm like, but we can make it look nicer. So on to my next thing. This is this little speaker that plugs into, it's a mess. I just grabbed it and tossed it on the little table here. Okay, let me get it a little more organized for you guys. So I've had this a while, and the original connection that goes into wherever you're plugging it in broke after a while because it went straight down. This one, you know, it's at an angle. So I used it on my iPad the most, and oh, I just dropped it. Sorry. So my iPad has this little protector over it, and I plug it in there, and then I would be like playing games or something, and I would have like Netflix on in the background, and it makes a little picture box, and then I'd be playing a game while I was listening to it. And I try to get it to go this direction, so this is on the top, but It's always trying to flip it the other way, and it's really difficult to get it to go the direction I want to. So my husband took, and he's really good with electronic stuff, he spliced this other piece in that he had. So now I have this part. So unfortunately, they don't sell it that way, but now if I kind of sit it on my stomach when I'm in bed, this part doesn't get broken. But the speaker itself, I really like this. I have a hard time sleeping and falling asleep. So I got this little speaker so I'm not annoying my husband, and I put it under the pillow. And that's why I like this one, because it has this extra little piece here where you, sorry, little hangnail thing going on. So it has this extra little piece here. There's a little tiny AAA battery in the back. And then you can make the volume go up and down. And then you can also turn that off. So if you want to amplify it, you use the battery, so you turn it on. If you don't, I have a foam pillow, so I use the amplifier. If I had just a regular pillow, it probably wouldn't need it. And this just, it fits under there. I don't feel it. It's really nice. And then when I move, like if I'm laying on my side and I roll over, I notice. So sometimes I'll just kind of pull my hand, and then I'm like, okay, I can just kind of move it to the other side while I'm halfway asleep. But this is just, it's awesome because I plug it into my iPad, and then I don't have to have a big TV in my face blaring away. And the light, it sits on the on my nightstand, so I don't have that light in my face either. I hear it. And I could probably do like an audiobook or something as well, but I kind of like shows, like I'll watch old sitcoms and just have it on in the background, and I fall asleep like a baby. It's the weirdest thing, but that's my solution. So I don't keep my husband up because he doesn't have that problem. He'll be talking and he'll turn his head, and seconds later I hear him snore. I'm like, how do you do that? I don't understand how men can do that, but they do. So you know who you are. Okay, so the next thing I want to talk about is this. It's a turban twist, and it's just like this triangle shaped towel, but you put it on when you get out of the shower. So this part goes on your head, and then your hair goes in here, and then you just twist it and you flip it over, and then there's a little elastic thingy here. Some of them have buttons, but you just put it through. I like the elastic one rather than the button because the button will fall off. And then it just sits on your head like a little turban twisty. I don't want to do it because my hair looks nice right now. But I love this because when you have long hair, like my hair is pretty short right now, but I've always had long hair. I've always had it down kind of to the middle of my back. And you know, when you get out of the shower, you want to wrap your hair so it's not dripping on the rest of you so you can dry off. A regular towel, they're just so big and heavy and your neck starts to hurt. And these, they're just so light. And I got this one at Bed Bath & Beyond, and I'm sure Amazon has them as well. And I bought a bunch of them over the years because I'll take them with me when I travel, because a regular, like a hotel will have just regular towels, and they're just so heavy. And sometimes they don't have enough towels. Like they'll just have like 3 towels, and they're kind of small, and I'm just like, okay, I get a body towel, my husband gets a body towel, and this other little towel is like a hand towel. I'm like, that doesn't work. I need something for my hair. So I just bring them with me, and occasionally I forget to bring them when I leave. So I've bought extras over the years, and these last forever because it's only on your hair, and they don't get as beat up as body towels. And as long as you don't like bleach them, they look fine. They come in different colors and everything, so you can get, like, usually it's a pack of 2. Like a lot of times there'll be like a white and a pink one. This one was pink and like a teal color, and I was like, ooh. I've given them to friends because I'm like, you have to try one of these. This is an electric pumice stone, and it I love this thing. This woman that I work with, her name is Baxter. Hi, Baxter. She mentioned that she had one of these and she liked it, and I had been thinking about getting one because I just had the little like brick one from the nail salon. I bought one day when I was there, and that just, it's hard to use in the shower if you don't have a bench to sit in. And this one, you don't have to have a wet foot to use it. You just turn the little thing, And then it, I'll turn it off before I speak. It's gentle enough to, like, if you have calluses on your hand, to use it on your hand. I'm not going to lift my foot up or put the camera down. That's just, it's too much. But I do keep this by the couch downstairs, and I have a little basket and I keep some things in there. So like when I'm watching something and I'm by myself, I don't do it when my husband's there. You can see your skin kind of come up. It looks like smoke. And I'll be like blowing it because I don't want to inhale that either. That's gross. It's your dead skin. But I'll use it like when I'm just there and, you know, your foot is dry and you can use this and it keeps it smooth. And then there's a button here. So this little spindle thing comes out and you can remove it, and then you can change it when it stops being effective. I've had this for 3 years, and there's been like a month here and there where like last year I was barely home, so I didn't really use it. I just kept going to the salon when I was in California and getting pedicures like every 3 weeks. They kept my feet pretty nice looking, but in between, like during the summer, I wear sandals a lot, so my feet do get kind of crustier faster than during the winter when I'm wearing socks and regular shoes. But I love this thing. It just made life so much easier. You just keeps your feet looking nice and keeps them soft and not crusty. So this is a must-have for men too, because some of you all have Fred Flintstone feet. Look like you walk around and you never wear shoes. So should get one too. This is something that I like, and it came in a pack of 2 things, and this is something I don't like. So it came together, and I didn't really need this part. It's a little holder for the little cotton pads, but I get a lot of use out of this, and it's fairly easy to use because you just pull it out, and it has a little lid, but you know, I don't really take the lid off, but it's nice. I kept this because I do use it when I'm doing my makeup. Like eyeshadow always ends up down here because I'm like, I'm not good at makeup. And so I'll use it and I'll just kind of wipe away the excess eyeshadow, and then, you know, taking nail polish off. I'm not going to use the ones that I use to remove my eye makeup to remove nail polish. That's not a good idea. But this thing, yeah. So this was not a good purchase. I thought it would be a good idea. So it's supposed to be like a straw or toothpick dispenser. So these are supposed to lay this direction like that and come out, but they're cotton and they stick together, so they don't come out easily. And it has a lid, but I took the lid off because when they're in there the proper direction, I'd have to pick it up and shake it to get one to come out. That defeats the purpose of having a holder where it's easy to kit it out. And on my my sink, between the 2 sinks and the vanity sink thing, we have a little like Turbie shaped holder for those. But on my vanity where I do my makeup, I use these to like also like fix eyeliner and stuff like that, or like when I'm drawing in my eyebrows. I have eyebrows, but I have to like shade them in a lot. Like I'll mess up and I'll just like kind of use these to remove it. I needed something there because I just had the giant box and it was taking up too much space on my vanity and it looked terrible. So I was trying to get something, and I thought this would be a great idea. It was not. So yeah. Well, that's it for this video of my things I like that I bought and the one thing that I didn't like, and just bad purchase. If you come back in a few days, I will have another video of me using some of these products and other things that I have around the house that make my life a little easier. And they're kind of not really like life hacks or whatever, or tips and tricks, but it's just things that I do that I think makes my life a little easier. And if you hit the like and subscribe button and the little notification thing, you'll be notified when my next video is uploaded. If you don't like to do that, check me out on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. I try to update saying tomorrow I'm going to upload this video or whatever, and then you can see that in a less annoying beepy, my phone beeping all the time, because I don't like when my phone beeps at me. It's like somebody left you a comment. I'm like, really? I don't care. When I have time, I'll go on Facebook and see that. So however you want to know that I uploaded another video. So however you want to be notified, there's different versions of whatever social media that you use. And I will see you guys soon. Bye.